I recently finished Ray Zero, and I could honestly say that it was a really good anime with some really amazing characters. And as soon as I finished, I really wanted to get some figures for them. And I know a lot of people get Rim and Rom, so I kind of wanted to be a little bit different. I really wanted Subaru to be one of my first figures that I got from them, but I didn't find a really good one. And then the one that I did find was already like sold out. So I went with the next best thing, and that is Emilia. So I mean, I really liked her as a character, but I really don't think that they kind of did her justice because every time they like had someone else help her, like if it wasn't Subaru, it was Puck, or it was just somebody else that just wasn't her doing most of the fighting and stuff like that. I know that they showed it like once when she was younger, and then like I think she kind of fought like in the beginning, but she really didn't do as much as I would have hoped because she is pretty strong. She has some pretty unique abilities, as you saw when she was young at the very end, like in a flashback. So I was very disappointed in how they kind of portrayed her. They basically had like Subaru be like the one that like helped her the most with because it was something I guess different that they wanted to do. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, it was a great anime. I just wish that they did Emilia a little bit more justice. So I did want her to be my first one. I said other than Subaru, but then eventually, hopefully, I can get Rim and Rom, and then like complete the set. But the one that I got right here does look amazing. I think I got it mostly for the base, and then even her face right here even looks pretty good. I know there's some that don't have her face really well. But this one does. It's the Memories Journey Emilia. This one was one of the ones I really wanted to get when it came out, so I'm excited that it didn't get delayed because it seems like everything gets delayed that I order. So I'm not going to have that much for April or May, but June is basically what it's going to show where I have the most. But I'm excited to open her up because, just like I said, this will be my first Ray Zero figure, and they have such amazing figures, which is awesome. Like I said, mostly it's for Rim and Rom, which I will be getting. But like I said, this one does have some amazing ones. But let's see how she looks. I know I've seen like someone open it on Reddit, but I haven't seen anyone really open it on YouTube. So it feels pretty awesome to be one of the first ones to open her up because I know I had kind of my concerns about it, but I kind of went ahead and did it anyways. So let's take this off. So this is a 1/7 scale, I believe. So yeah, it is. It's a 1/7 scale. So it was kind of expensive. The shipping wasn't too bad because it wasn't the box. It wasn't that big of a box. I think it was a little bit more than the Gojo that I opened. So I think it was probably like 6,000 yen for the U.S. at least. And so yeah, it wasn't that expensive in shipping, but I know eventually it's gonna start getting higher and higher because it feels like this probably could have cost like 3,000 yen or something like that, but it has gone up. So, but I am excited to open her up. Like I said, I didn't want to pass up on her because there was a lot of cool stuff. So let me get everything situated and we can kind of get started on how she looks. So already starting off, this is already one of my favorite figures just because it doesn't have that much of stuff to put in like together. So for me, I hate putting like a lot of different parts together because it takes me a long time to do it. So this is just the base, which is pretty ginormous if I say so myself. A lot bigger than I expected because it didn't look that big. So it's very surprising, but I do like big bases kind of because it gives it more room to be able to kind of do some creative stuff. So it does have a lot of unique stuff. So on the base right here, it has the two ice like in the back, so it's kind of split up right here. So as you guys can see, it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you guys have seen Ray Zero, this is basically the ability that Emilia has. It has the grass right here. It feels more like it's paint. So I don't know how I feel about that right here. Like I said, if it had a little bit more texture or feel to it, it probably would be better, but it doesn't. It just has, like I said, it's just painted on there, and then it has like a log right here, and it has a lot better texture right here. You can feel like the moss and the grass with it. So that's what I really wish this grass right here was, just like the log. But I mean, it's all right. Like I said, it's better than most blank bases, I think. And then here is Emilia. So it just has her hands kind of crossed. She's pretty always like sheltered, I guess could be a way of saying it. Like she doesn't usually like speak out loud, at least not in the beginning. But yeah, I think her hair is a little bit too clear. I mean, I think it looks okay. It just isn't as white. I think it would be better if it was more white than clear. So, but it has a lot of cool stuff right here. You can actually move some stuff around, so just be careful. It feels like I'm like gonna rip it. So it is pretty neat being able to get her, when like I said, one being one of my first Ray Zero figures. So it is nice. It's like feels great, and it has like a really good texture to it. So, and it's pretty easy to put on. So there's like 4 holes, like, well, 2 holes in each leg or foot. So you're just able to just sink it in there. So I think this was honestly one of the easier ones to put on. So yeah, just make sure you squeeze in, because like it can go in pretty easily, but it feels like it doesn't stick unless you like squeeze. So yep, there you go. That easy, just that pretty quick. So and that's why I love these kinds of figures, because it is so easy just to put on. So like I said, see, this right here feels like it's gonna fall off. So just be sure to secure it, because it does feel like sometimes it is gonna fall. So I do want to get a closer look at her face and everything else, just so you guys can see if it's worth it. I did want to take Emilia out first so you guys can get a closer look at this base. And like I said, see, you can see the texture in this. It isn't, I know it's going to be hard to replicate grass, but they did a really good job with the log. So I don't know why they didn't do it with this side right here, but I think the best one is the snow. This does look really really good and fantastic. And then this one feels like it's crystals. I know that's basically what hers is, but like it's pretty secure, and there's a lot of cool stuff right there. So I did want to show you guys a closer look at this base before we get started with Emilia. So this one does have Emilia. Like I said, her face is okay. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest. And then like her hair right here, it feels like it's too clear. So, but yeah, overall, this Emilia one does look good. And like I said, could be better, but I do enjoy it. So getting a fresh look at her face and her hair. I love that this is a long hair. I really wish it was more white. This just feels like it's just clear, but I love that this texture right here, like it has like little bits of like long hair, so like they're kind of separated, but then they all come together at the end. So I love that, and being able to showcase that. It does have like this little rose that's pretty cool that I do enjoy. So it as you guys can tell, this is a little bit wider than her hair. So that's the type of hair that I wish she had, because I think she looks better with all white instead of like that clear texture. And that's what her outfit is. So like this right here, what she's wearing is full white with the purple. So I do love that. And all this little bow that she has right there too. So it goes overall really well with her outfit. But like I said, I wish it was more white. So I do love that these little designs right here that she has, it's pretty neat. It kind of brings that clothing more to life than what it actually is. So being able to do that is something that I do love in this figure. And my favorite part is her with the base. She does have the ability to be able to bring crystals, so I love that they're able to do this. And especially with the 1/7 scale, they had like a free range of doing so much with it, and they did fantastic. I love that they're able to bring in the snow with kind of the grass, kind of shows how she was back then and then what she is now from my take. And like I said, I love that they have this white right here, so it looks like it's all together. So it's just basically what she's wearing, and it just brings everything together. So it has like this, if you can see a little bit purple right here, it's like a darker purple, and then some of it has a little bit lightish purple. So I think it's pretty neat just being able to have that in there for her. And then overall, as the figure, it looks great. It is pretty huge, and I'm hoping that I can get more 1/7 scales of Ray Zeros so they can align together and be able to get Rim and Rom next to her, and then Subaru, and then Beatrice, and then hopefully they get more of the figures of the show, because I think that it has a capabilities of just having a lot of amazing figures out there. And they would look all together. So if you guys had any doubts of getting her, I think this is probably one of the safer bets for pretty cheap. I wouldn't say this is expensive or cheap, but like I think it's a really good price overall, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. So if you guys want to get her, I recommend doing so. Was a fantastic one that you could get if it was like one of your first ones like mine, or if you want to get more of the just character in general. I think it is a must. I think so, to be able to kind of bring in your Ray Zero collection. And I did want to get a closer look up her necklace right here. So this is where she mostly keeps Puck with her. I mean, I guess I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, a Puck's usually around with her. So it does look a little off. I really wish it would kind of be more of on its own. If it is kind of connected with her, so you can't really move it, but it looks okay. Could be better. I really wish it would have been something that could be on its own instead of like attached to her outfit and stuff like that. But overall, they still did a great job. I love her face right there. It does have a little bit of a smile right there. If you can tell, it's just right there, pretty small. I think they could have done kind of showing it a little bit more, but it's still a great one. And I just love the face, because it's been one of the better ones that I have seen. Thank you guys for watching my Emilia unboxing. I do want to get more Ray Zero figures, but it feels like they're all pretty expensive. It feels like a lot of the cool ones are like 30,000 yen, 35, 40 mostly from Eastream, but it's still pretty hard to get a lot of the cool ones. So I'm trying to find a lot of the good ones that are relatively cheap. It's because it is kind of difficult to be able to get ones that will go with her and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get Rim and Rum, Beatrice, Subaru, everyone like that. So if you guys want to see more Ray Zero figures, I will be opening them here in the future. It just depends on which ones I can get and which ones that I like. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.